guys, welcome. Let me turn down the music a little. It's a bit loud. Okay, that should be a little bit better. How is everyone doing today? We got some MoP Pandaria Classic. I kind of took a little bit of a break of it this past week. I started my German classes and heading into doctors, and also I was trying to get 1800 and a bunch of retail characters. So I was working on that this week, but Mist comes out in a little over a week, so we gotta get to max level and start farming up some stuff so that's a little bit easier once I I think I'm gonna drink it. Once it launches and I'm not just in the dingiest gear ever. I did want to try and catch a couple of these pets before I leave this area, but I don't really want to do high job because it's only 80 to 82, so we should go somewhere else, but I don't know which zone I want to do. Oldham is 83 to 84. What's the other zone I can... Twilight Highlands. So I did Vashir first, which, oh my god, I can't believe how long it took to do Vashir. It was the longest level of my life. Longest zone of my life. I'm just getting flashbacks to when I was doing it in actual kata, and it was significantly longer even then. Yeah, even this level I've been 1 bar of experience after 23 minutes. I was doing some pet battles though, but yeah, we'll have to go to a different zone afterwards because this is going to be too low level, but there's a bunch of pets here. Real quick. All different kinds of them. Got some moths, some wisps. So the wisps are actually magic ones too, which there hasn't been too many magic ones for me to pick up so far. Oh, it's always trolling me. Okay, my pet's dead. No, they're alive. Alright, Mr. Moth. Oh, I can't catch this one. I hate when I start a pet battle and it's 3 pets and none of them are green, or even green. It's so annoying. But I still need to level them up to 25 anyway. Oh, and then the Dark Moon Fair is coming back again pretty quickly, so I want to have them high enough level so that I can fight the pet trainer guy there. And I also want them high enough so that I can do the quest for the 3,000 gold with the pet battles. I really need 3,000 gold in here. This one, I haven't seen this one. A grotto vole. I don't really know what a vole is. Kind of looks like a rat. A rat pit. Fairy dragon's been pretty good though for a pet. Seems to be pretty strong. Okay, he leveled up. I like at least when you level up that they heal. If they're not dead, they heal. I'm trying to get one a blue wisp. Nope, not this one. I think it's better to just leave on these ones almost. The ones that are gray, just move on. Really close though. We got 23, 24, and 22 for the ones that I'm using the most. But I want to get a couple other schools up to 25 also. Oh, don't you dig. I'm digging. So wild to me that they decided that they should name a pet Rabid Nut Varmint 5000. Also, these, like, I think it's this roach. Yeah, this roach does this crazy ability called Apocalypse. It says a meteor is falling from the twisting nether. When it lands, all active pets will die. Cockroaches and beetles always survive this attack. Also, I'm pretty sure it looks like they have 2 spaces in between that word. Between beetles and always. But yeah, that's kind of a nuts ability. So like after 15 rounds, it just kills everything on the board unless you're a cockroach or a beetle. Very wild. Just a funny ability that they can get though. I don't know why it shows that my pet is an enemy. Maybe we can get a better one than that. I don't want any gray pets or white pets. We just want green and blue. Those ones really aren't worth keeping around. I mean, you can get like these stones that just straight upgrade them right to rare. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but I don't really want to bother using it on just like normal pets that aren't that crazy anyway. Alright, this one's green, so we can get a green one. Ooh, or I can get the moth. Also, I had to download this add-on that tells you like what breed they are because you're supposed to get certain breed types depending on your pet. I don't know which ones I'm supposed to get for like these random ones. Usually if I find like a more rare pet, I'll try to make sure that I get a specific type. But normally when I'm just collecting for now, I try to get a couple of different ones that are green or blue that have different traits on them. I would kind of assume that by looking at the add-on that the one that I would want, or the best one, would be the one with the star next to it. I would assume that it considers that to be the best type of pet. So for me, it would look like the SB one, which is the one I'm fighting right now, is what I should try. Capture. I don't think this kills. Wait, this doesn't kill. It killed it. I don't understand. It's like those 225 magic damage and then it did like 400 something. Alright, well, you know. I didn't want him anyway. I didn't want the best breed anyway. We needed that. Damn. Can't believe I did that. I mean, I kinda can. It's pretty on point for me, you know? Sometimes I'll forget that I'm trying to capture them and I just like keep clicking the button and I kill it and I'm like, oh, I was trying to catch that. Gonna get lost. Oh my god, that did like no damage. Okay. Not doing very much. Try this instead. We'll give him some rabies. You can't win, give him rabies. That's the answer, apparently. I don't understand how a mechanical squirrel gives something rabies, but I feel like it would give you tetanus instead of rabies. I didn't make the game, so... Oh my god. Oh jeez. Ooh. That was getting real close. Okay, well, we got a moth instead. It was not what I was trying to get, but I guess it's something. What else do we got around here? I'm trying to also like farm up some gold because I really want to get faster flying. That would be nice. Although I don't know when when MoP comes out, if you're able to fly right away or not. I can't remember if we could fly immediately. I might be spending all this money to get epic flying and then not being able to fly a MoP right away. Damn. At the very least, it gives me experience while I'm doing it too. I'm just trying to grab one of these green squirrels and then we can move on. If I can get a green squirrel and not kill it when I fight it. Hate when you get your dragonkin bonus and then they just like block. No damage. The moth ability where it like shoots the string a whole bunch of times can be so strong. Because sometimes, because it doesn't have a really high hit chance, it just misses every single time. You're like, okay, well I did 0 damage with that. Oh no, I probably sleep. I wanna be asleep. I don't know if this would be his pet. Oh no, he leveled up good. Alright, can we find a squirrel? Wisp? More wisp? Wisp? Yeah, once you get up to this area, there's like a lot of battle pits that are high level too. Issues finding a squirrel. All wisp. We murdered the only squirrel in existence, I guess. All the other ones are dead. Or chipmunk, whatever. Or chipmunk. Oh shit, he's a white one. Ooh, we got a blue lizard though. I don't have any of those. That's fine. You could do that instead. Ash lizard. I do find a lot of times that when I pick a random pet to battle, it'll just randomly have a good one that I haven't collected in its party. It ends up being better. Because like I don't see any of these other ones just walking around until I actually fight something and it's just in the party. Like I haven't seen any grotto wolves or ash lizards just walking around. They're just in a party with other things. Alright, we need to not kill it this time. I think the chipmunks are actually supposed to be pretty good. That's... don't know why, but... he's out. I think the lizards get like crouch too, which is pretty good. Regardless, it's just good to have like higher level rarity pets because I think people will buy them. Come on, catch them. I like to have the mechanical ones when I'm fighting stuff because they come back to life when I'm fighting things. Alright, that's good enough. I'll come back for a chipmunk some other time. Where do I want to go though? Because I can go... to the Twilight Highlands, but I can go to Deep Home too, right? I don't even know. How do you get to Deep Home? The Maelstrom? Kazan. KT... have I ever been here? Where the hell is Kazan? I didn't even know that was there. The Lost Isles. Ustan. What is this? I don't know what that is. The Maelstrom. Okay. Deep Home? I haven't clicked on this in years. Okay, what level? 82 to 83. Okay, so it looks like I should go to Twilight Highlands then, because everything else is lower level. Although, if I go to Deep Home, I can maybe get this mount. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Because I might be able to get the mount there. This dead-ass server. I did go to look for the Time Lost Proto-Drake, and there was no horde there. But I did see one alliance fly by me. It was level 85, so... Wait, what is the Maelstrom to? Hi, Joe. Here. Maybe this goes to... Deep Home? I assume? Maybe? Agra? And Thrall? Well, Thrall, I haven't seen you in eternity. The Maelstrom is pretty cool. Cool area. Okay, yeah, this one goes to Deep Home. Jump on Agra's Wyvern. Fly into the Maelstrom. We have jumped. Yeah, I don't know, the Maelstrom looks pretty cool.
Traveling through the breach is not for the weak.
Actually, I thought it looked super easy. Anybody can just jump in there and live without a problem. I would like to watch, but it won't let me turn my screen. So we're just gonna look at the side instead. I don't know why it disables my camera. Whoa, she dropped me. Okay, pick me back up. That's alright. I was worried for a moment.
This is the Temple of Earth. It's the most important structure in Deep Home.
Cool looking.
There was once a Titan-made stone inside. It was known as the World's Pillar. The name was literal. It bore the weight of all the elemental and magnetic forces in Deep Home. It was shattered when Deathwing broke through the dome above and created the rift between the two worlds. All of Deep Home is going to collapse into Azeroth if we do not put the World Pillar back together.
I don't remember that at all.
The first fragment was going to be delivered to us by a Horde gunship known as the Storm's Fury. It never made it here.
I absolutely do not remember trying to rebuild the World Pillar.
Go inside and speak to Marut. He's in charge. We are all counting on you.
Alrighty. Oh. Mr. Felguard. I summon you. My pet.
Greetings, friend. Do not lose faith. Good fortune.
Fulfill these quests.
Walk with the Earth Mother. Be careful.
Crushed. Destroy elementals. Destroy energized geodes. Near the totem. In here. Okay. Did always think this place looked pretty neat though.
I'm listening.
Alright, what does it say? Like the Master's Gate plans. Kill cultists at the Master's Gate. Okay.
A new Belore Delinar.
I'm quite adept at riding my flying carpet. Okay. Fortunately, when I tried to investigate what the cultists had uncovered up at the Master's Gate, they nearly shot me down. I fly up there and see what they've unearthed.
Hold your head high.
Time is money, friend. If you ever need anything.
My bags are so full because I can't actually put anything on the auction house, and I don't want to get rid of it before I transfer off the server. This is really tough. I kind of have to like pick and choose which things I want to keep. And there's so many greens that I've just had to vendor, and it feels so bad. I hate vendoring greens. And I know that they will sell for money. But I can only have so many. and since it was dead, I was able to just keep getting like these rare blues over and over again in the Blasted Lands. Alright, how do I find an axe? I don't know how high up he would be, but I'll look for him now. Yes. I feel like my add-on that like tracks things doesn't work really well because I had like a rare below me and until I like looked down at him it did not find. Like until I clicked on the ad it didn't know that it was there. That doesn't seem very good. I spelled that wrong. Yo. Alright, so he flies down there and over there. But how high up? Really high up? Above these rocks? Near the gunships? Way lower down. I wanna check. Let's see. Yes. He spawns every 2 to 8 hours, which is not too much. Shares a timer with the Bloodseeker, small neutral bat NPC. Spawn is random. Yellow. And it says the Bloodseeker only stays up for 15 seconds. The hell? How are you supposed to catch a mob that's only up for 15 seconds? That's crazy. Where does that one spawn at? What is he called? Bloodseeker. I don't see that on the map. Yeah, it doesn't show me how high up he is though. I mean, it's a flying dragon, so I would think he'd be like kinda high up. Maybe not. Hey, Seal. Hello, ma'am. Hope you're having a lovely day. Seeing as you're a full year older than me, I realize I should show respect to my elders. I messed up. I should have never told you. I'm not telling anybody anything else anymore. Done for. You can just enjoy your burning city with your no internet and no banks. Get this beetle. Oh, I need this. Oh, it doesn't show. Nothing. What the hell? Nope, that's not it. Don't kill it. Oh. I think he'll die. I think I'll kill it if I do this again. I can't actually bring out the other one to like catch things because it's a crit. It's like a crit pet. So it's very common that I would either miss or I would completely murder it. That's the kind of build that the other pet is. This little Karaji guardling thing has a reckless strike, so you give it like a crit buff and then you hit with it and it does a lot of damage. Not good for catching pets. I don't want a fungal moth, that's gross. But, well, I'm glad at least that you're back online. You got your stuff back. Hopefully your city figures out how to be a better city. For your sake. And for the rest of the people in your city's sake, I guess. Couldn't imagine. Like, alright, one building burned down, the whole city is fucked. Autofocus is trolling me. What? I put it on auto now, which honestly, normally I don't have it on auto because then I think it would go in and out. But I didn't have it on, but now I do. But we'll see if that's worse or better, I guess. We'll see. Went back to being orange. I think I kind of like it. I did a different kind of orange this time. I'd been mixing it with rosé before. Now this time I just did straight ginger flare, so we're ultra ginger. And I started my classes, which has been a lot of work. They're very intense, and the teacher keeps telling us, she's like, very intense. She's like, you have to work very hard to get through this class, or you won't get through it. Like, okay. Some of the things that the teacher says to the students is so funny. Germans are so blunt. They just don't give any fucks at all. No, the German one. German classes. So I have that. Like 2.5 hours long? Yeah, 2.5 hours long, 3 times a week. It's something. I'm not used to being in like that intense of a class anymore. Like the programming class was not even that intense. But none of us are good. We're all bad. We're all very bad at German. It is the first level course, but yeah, we're bad. We're real bad. She always goes around and like has us do the alphabet or whatever at the beginning of the class. And what I'm learning is that we don't know the English alphabet. So we definitely don't know the German alphabet. So every class she tries again and she'll like start on a different person and make us go through the entire alphabet, and we'll be like, alright, L, Q, R, G. Just like nobody can remember what letter to even say it in German. I keep seeing memes about how blunt Germans are. Yeah, they are very blunt. Oh. Dragon died. Like, he was really surprised. We had to do like this worksheet about how like a whole bunch of different stuff about us, but then we had to lie about 2 things. So like I had put my age on there, and she came over when I was talking to other people, and she thought that that one was a lie. She was like, really? Like, picked? But then the other 2 people I'm with, she told me she can only tell with white people how old we are, but she couldn't tell for like the other races of the other people that I was talking to because she's not used to them. And I was like, she just kept saying more and like digging the hole deeper and deeper. It was so funny though. I think the look on their faces was just like, okay. It was too funny. And then she's like, alright, we're gonna talk about our family today. She's like, let's talk about your grandmas and She's like, ooh, blue, nice. Yeah. It's funny. Um, she's like, alright. And then she pointed to the oldest person in the class who is like almost exactly like my dad, basically. He's from where I'm from in New Jersey. He's from like one town over. I was like, what is the chances of this person being from basically the same town as I am? But he's like my dad's age. And he reminds me a lot of my dad because he goes like, like the way he breathes is like really, really heavy the entire class. He just breathes like that. And he's like sitting right next to me and I'm just like trying to pay attention through that breathing. But she points to him, who he has to be in his like mid or late 60s or something, and she's like, alright, how old is your grandma? And he's like, she's dead, obviously. So she's like, okay. She's typing, she's like, unfortunately, oh, gestorben. And then she's like, alright, well, how old is she? He's like, what do you mean? She's dead. She's like, yeah, but how old was she when she died? So then she's just going around the room and being like, alright, how old is your grandma? And being like, okay, unfortunately dead. Just to the whole class. Or like, maybe we shouldn't have picked grandma for this example. Just walking, or like going around the classroom being like, grandma dead. Died at very old, don't know. Been dead forever. But yeah, they just don't care. They're just so blunt. Also, it was kind of weird because normally, like, Germans are very private about themselves and their personal information and things like that. But she put up, or she's like, alright, we're gonna do like house numbers and post-light cells, so like zip codes. So she's like, okay, what is your address and your post or zip code? And I was like, she just typed out like her full address on the board for all of us to write down, and I'm just like, what the f what are you doing? She gets to me and I'm like, can I lie? Like, I don't really want people to be writing down my address. Like, I don't know these people. And she's like, you don't know your address? I was like, no, I just don't want to give you my address. She's like, okay, she just skipped me. German's not saying super fucked up and offensive stuff challenge. Impossible, yeah, it's impossible level challenge. I mean, they're not like lying or wrong. Like, what they say is like actually true, but they just there's no like a social or like sensitivity filter over the facts that they are saying. Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it on some level that I basically know what they're thinking because they just say what they're thinking. But also, I'm a soft, delicate little butterfly, and it's very easy to hurt my feelings. So, sometimes I like a little bit of sensitivity filter over the things that they say. Ooh, another blue one. Big bunny. Oh no. The beetle's gonna kill us all. He's giving us the apocalypse. I don't wanna die. I'm gonna kill the bunny. But yeah, it's just really funny. We'll go around the class 3 times and do the alphabet and nobody can ever remember what letter we're on. Because what I'm definitely finding is just that we can't listen and we also can't remember what we were talking about. So even if we knew German very well, we still would not know how to answer her question. She's like, alright, we're gonna answer questions about all these people that we had in the book that we talked about last class. Like, who are they? Their name, where they're from, their jobs. And the whole class is like, we absolutely do not remember any of those people that we talked about in the book. So you guys don't remember? Just like, no. No, we do not. I don't know, it just feels like it's a skill, you know, being able to, like, listen to people and remember the things that they're saying is obviously very important for, like, learning a language, but it's just important in general. And we're just not good at it. Hopefully I'll get better at it, like, the more I go to the class, because it is pretty intense. It's for a lot of hours, 3 times a week. So I think it's something that hopefully I'll get better at again. As I continue to do it. I don't know, sounds like a good idea to be sensitive and respectful towards strangers. You know, I'm not the most sensitive person, but just seems better to tone it down. Yeah, some people, I would say that's not, it's not the common thought here. It doesn't seem like they think that same way. Normally, yeah, I try to be a little more, like, sensitive or respectful to people that I'm not friends with, or, like, don't know very well. But yeah, they'll just say whatever to you here, and they're very of the mindset, like, just say it how it is, and there's no sugarcoating it. Later. Oh, he spit on me. He killed my rabid nut varmint. But he's back. What the hell? Why are these traps hidden? To be at like a 99% trap rate at this point. So it increases your chance to capture it by 25% every time you fail. I threw that thing like a million times. I love the little animation they do when they level up when they're dead, when they're just like, ooh. As long as they can take it as well as dish it out. I mean, it seems like it. They don't necessarily seem like taken aback for the same behavior. Like if something is said to them, they're just like, okay, yeah. But I would say, like, that definitely is a problem, like in the US, where people are maybe more like they want to dish it but can't take it. But here it just seems like everybody is just very matter of fact with everyone else. But I guess every country is a little bit different. They got their different ways of doing things. I would say it's like, kind of like the opposite of Japan, where Japan is like, we'll do anything to avoid confrontation. Like, they just fucking hate confrontation, no matter how wrong the other person is. They'll just do anything to try and avoid, like, outright being like, no, you're wrong, or you did something wrong, or whatever. Here, they're just like, why would I waste my time pretending that you didn't do something wrong when I could just tell you, hey, you did this wrong? I can't really say that one's wrong or right, they're just different. Oh, he yanked me. It's like a DK grip. Oh, I gotta put down the totem. I'm in the wrong zone. Oh, he died. Yeah, I'd say like for the Japanese way, like it's a little bit easier to be like a little more harmonious with other people and like not make people feel as embarrassed and maybe give them an opportunity to figure out that something was wrong in kind of a roundabout way, but like it does kind of slow things down if you don't figure it out. Like if you can't read the room and figure out what's wrong, it could take longer for things to be fixed, or sometimes maybe they won't ever get fixed. The German way, obviously, you get right to the root of the problem immediately. There's no wasting time there, but it can feel a little abrasive and maybe people think that you're not friendly. Something. Playing Yakuza 1. That actually looked pretty fun. Looks like a good game. I would say that for me, I kind of do like maybe a little bit of the in-between of both and not like so far in one direction or the other. I'm not trying to be like so blunt to like hurt someone's feelings, but I probably would tell people more quickly that something was wrong or that it needed to change, but I would maybe do it in a nicer way. A little bit of balance, you know? I feel like there's so much stuff in life that's like so black and white. They're like, well, you do it this way or you do it this way, and you can't do anything in between. There's only one right way. And I'm like, oh, I feel like there's the room for balance in between these two things. And getting things done and also like trying to make sure that people are happy. I think to find a good middle ground there. I sell this junk. Yeah, I've never played any of the Yakuza games, but they look interesting.
Yeah, what do you want?
There's so many other games to play. Haven't gotten to play any more of Expedition yet.
Be good.
It was really funny though when I was going to my class where it's also very common for people in Germany to like stare. Like people just stare at you all the time. So like I went and sat down and this guy is just like staring at me while I'm sitting down, but then I got up to get off the bus and he had to do like he had to like actually do like the whole look up at my face to continue staring at me because he was so much shorter than me, and it was the funniest fucking thing in my entire life. Every time I think about it, I just start laughing again. It was so funny. I've never had a guy have to look up at me to look at my face. It was so funny. I'm dying. Oh wait, what? You're wrong. Either we accelerate global warming by 3,000% or we stop all tech usage and return to the Stone Age. Those are the only options. Absolutely. You're right. We should just accelerate into oblivion. This is the only way to go. Yeah, I don't always remember it being so polarized growing up. Like, it felt like people were more balanced in their opinions of things and being like, yeah, we can do a little of both. But it seems like everything's just one or the other, and people will not find any room for balance or compromise at all. Very annoying. You want me? Am I questing? What type wasn't it from these guys? Get quartzite resin off these monsters. Okay, so I guess they should drop them. I like how you have questy so it like tells you where to go, but it doesn't, you still need to like figure it out on your own. It doesn't tell you that these drop it. I finally saw a dwarf. No, it was just so funny because he was staring at me like right in front of me, so when I stood up he had to like actually move his head upwards to continue staring. It's not like I haven't seen... He wasn't even like a dwarf or anything like that, or whatever you call it. He was just much shorter than me. Because I had heels on. But normally people aren't staring like so obviously like that. I don't know if it matters to most people, but I was using Restream to be able to do the stream on both YouTube and Twitch, but it only lets me put it in 720p. I feel like it doesn't look that great, but I don't have an option to make it higher unless I pay a ridiculous amount of money to use it. I will not do. I really wish they would keep this kind of design for Warlock on retail. I don't know why they moved away from this design. So much cooler. And the other thing was when I was on the way to the bus. I was listening to a song and like the lyrics gets to this one point and it says something like children of the devil or something like that, and as it says this lyric there's a bunch of kids walking towards me and one of them is a little girl and she just stops and like flips her shirt up at me and like screams, and I was like the timing of the lyrics and what this girl did to me at the same time was so insane. She was like little, but I was still just like, this little girl just fucking flashed me. Like, what is going on here? God, children are wild, man. There's something else. I don't even know. Oh, oh, my pets are dead. I'm gonna leave. I didn't realize my pets were dead. I was on the train, and this lady had like the entire area of the middle section of the train to like put her kid with the stroller in any direction she wanted. Like the whole center area is completely clear, but she decided that she wanted to put the stroller up directly next to my seat, like completely aligned with it, instead of in any of the other areas behind her that were empty. While her kid continued to flying V-kick me in the ass over and over again for 10 minutes until I finally got up. She would just slowly move the stroller back like one tiny little bit after watching her kid kick me over and over again. Instead of moving the child away from me to an empty spot, she let it keep kicking me until I got up and moved so that she could sit in that seat, I guess. I don't know. There were other empty seats on the train, but I guess she wanted exactly that seat and just had her kid keep kicking me until I got up. And people are assholes. Yeah, I've been having a time with some of the kids here, man. Crazy. I haven't seen this guy yet. I don't know if I have to go really high up to see him or not, though. Like, is he above those flying rocks up there? League of Legends player in the making. Is there Iona? Yeah, like, I don't know if he spawned all the way up here. I would kind of think that he would, just because it's kind of crazy up here. But I don't see him. We'll get the burning heart. Very interesting zone. I think Drez has kind of given up on WoW a little bit. He's been playing it less. He went back to League of Legends again. Where it seems like everybody has just bought an account. It's like everybody that I played against is somehow like a nobody that just walks into every lane and kills everyone. Or has like 5 lost games, but they're in platinum somehow, even though they haven't won any ranked games. Oh damn. Got 2 blues. I can only catch one at a time. I hate that you can only catch one pet in a battle at a time. Ooh. Almost murdered it by accident. Oh, that's an elemental one. I don't think I have any elementals. Let's see, I kind of want the hatchling more. I think I'm gonna get the hatchling instead. I don't think I have any elemental pets yet. Hey Gojo, how's it going? How are you enjoying our moody Munich with our 90-degree and then our 60-degree days? Yes, Ma. Reminds me of the joke about quitting crack, did you? Yeah, pretty much. That's what he's going for, I think. Oh. Come on, kill it. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I want this one. Cause I need elemental pets. Hopefully I don't accidentally murder it. There's a very real possibility. Just loving it wearing a suit in this weather. I'm sure it's very fun to wear a suit, especially when it's like 90 out. The most fun. Okay, you could be doing it in Japan with like 90% humidity instead. No, ketchup. Damn it. Missed again. My bunny's gonna die. You know? You don't want to swim while you're walking? Welcome back. You're self-managing to survive? Yeah, the heat doesn't really bother me that much. It's only like, at nighttime when I'm trying to sleep that like the heat bothers me if it doesn't cool down enough for me to sleep at night. So, it's like 90 during the day and only gets down to 70 at night, then it's pretty difficult to sleep in that type of temperature. But generally I don't really care about the heat too much. Hate the cold. So I could tell you when it went from being 90 down to 67 or whatever it was, I was like, wow, it's freezing. I'm gonna die. I adjust to the heat. I had adjusted to the heat so quickly. That 67 was just like unbearably cold. It's crazy how quickly we adapt to things though. Like in the winter, I know when it's 30, like it's really horrible, but it gets up to 40 after being 30 for a while. I'm like, oh my god, it's so much warmer. It's 40 degrees out. Where's the farm? Anytime the temperature ticks up like 10 degrees, it just feels significantly warmer. Maybe it's these living ones? Take my fire totem east to the blood trail, flip the switch on it near any of the lava pools over there, and a magma tooth should be summoned. Okay. Are these magma pools? Maybe? Whoop. Okay, looks like it is. It's the Polish chains kicking in. Oh my god, I don't know what it is. I told you that guy in my German class is from where I'm from, but not only was he kind of like my dad for like just being old and heavier and couldn't breathe or whatever, but he also has the same exact handwriting where when he writes in full giant caps locks, like every single letter. And the teacher has to keep yelling at him that he can't write like that in German because the capitalization is the difference between like there's an escaping flea or the prisoner escaped or something like that. Like just weird stuff like that. So if you don't capitalize the right letters, we don't know if it's a verb or if it's a noun or something like that. So yeah. She's like, all of you will write in cursive. And they're like, I don't know how to write in cursive. And I was like, rip to the Americans that don't get taught cursive anymore. Because I think they stopped teaching it. He's like, yeah, cursive is very good for German. You know when you're writing an uppercase or a lowercase letter.
Hit the road.
Wait, what do you mean?
Go, go.
You? Oh, let's see this guy.
Move it. On your way.
Okay. But, the Russian guy in the class is like, oh man, what are the chances that two of you would be in the same class at the same time from the same place? And then the other American guy just went off on a tangent for like 5 minutes about the price of train tickets on the East Coast between Boston and somewhere.
Is a blessing.
And the teacher's like, okay, you can stop now. I was like, what does your story have to do with us being from the same place? It has nothing to do with anything. I was like, you're so embarrassing. Like, I don't want to be associated with you. Don't feel bad. It's a global thing. My signature looks like a 9-year-old's first attempt at writing his name. It's a global thing. Oh, man.
Seek the path of the light.
And then one of my friends from D&D didn't know that there was like, that the letters were actually different for cursive. Because like I was showing him like what I had to do, and he's like, no, that's not cursive, this is cursive. And he shows me like, basically like a doctor's note where you can't really like tell what the letters are in between it. I was like, being in cursive doesn't mean that it's illegible, that you can't mean, like you can't read what it says. It doesn't have to look fancy, it's just the letters are different. He's like, no, it's like this, is when you can't read it. I was like, okay. They kind of did like a little mini party for me on D&D night. They made me some blueberry muffins with candles on them that took me 10 years to blow out all the candles. It was a tough time. And they got me some dice, and every time I buy dice, a new set, they're like, we can't read it. So everybody is always like waiting for me to pick up my dice and like look at what it says because nobody can see what it says. And they're all like waiting for them to know what I got. So it's a joke that I always get like unreadable dice. So they went out and bought me some more unreadable dice. And like, I don't know. I don't know if it's readable or like unreadable enough. And then I rolled it and they're like, yeah, perfect. That took you a whole 5 seconds to figure out what it said when you rolled it. They're like, they all like clapped when it took me 5 seconds to read it. I was like, oh my god. They were so excited that I couldn't read the dice. It was like a Elvish red script or something. Hold on, I can show you. You know? Yeah, I mean, it's just hard to read. It's like see-through red, Elvish print or something. So it's very difficult to read. But they were all convinced that I bought dice based on how difficult they were to read, and I was like, no, I just like gray. It's just hard to read gray dice. I'll level faster. It's just low leveler. Man, so there was a thing that, oh, I can't, there's no search thing in this version of the game. Okay. Vashir. Okay, so I do 130 quests in Vashir, which is insane. The amount of time that I spent in Vashir was just nuts. I spent like 4 hours per level. I think I spent like 12 hours in Vashir. It was so bad. Good idea for Sam. Talking dice that just tells her the result. That takes out all of the fun of it. Because the other guy gets a set of dice that is too round. Like the edges aren't well defined on the dice, so it's very rolly. So he gets a kick out of waiting for the dice to finally finish rolling because it's so fucking round and it won't stop rolling. So that he can be super excited when he thinks it's on a 20 and then it rolls over to a 1 or whatever because it's too round and it just keeps going. So the other girl can't read her dice because she loves really, really tiny things. So like she gets like the tiny version of Uno or like any types of games. She gets like the tiny versions. So she has a D20 that's like super tiny. And she's like, I can't see what it says on it. But she uses that dice anyway. Yeah, everyone has their thing at the table. Their little quirks. But yeah. They all surprised me with some gifts, and then I got some Letterboxd chocolate, which is my favorite. I love their chocolate. And they all sung me happy birthday. That was nice. I didn't celebrate it last year, so we had just started D&D, so we started celebrating birthdays after mine had already passed. Loves tiny things. Explains why he enjoys gaming with you. Just giving me ammo here. Yep. Where is the other clue? It's in here. We had a one-shot because one of the people was in Greece and Turkey for a really long time. So he hosted a different game for us. And so I had to play a different character, and I was like, I would never play a bard. I was like, bards are just not my thing. I don't like them. I don't jive with that type of game style. I'm not like a singy-songy social type person. Like when I play my games, I just kill stuff. My like go-to catchphrase that everybody laughs at me all the time for is like, and I throw my javelin. Because my group will be talking about like what we're gonna do, how we're gonna solve this situation, and then I'll sit there for a little bit and then I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw my javelin, like so normally I'm just a barbarian and I just throw my javelin. I just start the fight, you know, that's how I normally play. But I ended up being a bard for this specific campaign because somebody showed me that there was one called the College of Whispers. Wait, I know you moved a while ago, but it must be nice having them celebrate with you. Must feel like a community. Yeah, it's really nice. With it's just good to like I have people come over once a week every week, which for a lot of people who move to new countries, like they don't ever talk to or meet anyone at any point in time. So it's good that I've had that basically since I moved here. Maybe like 6 months or so after I moved here. None of them are German. They're all foreigners too, but It's still nice. I always worry that they're gonna move at some point because it's been a while. It's been more than a year that we've been playing together now. I don't know where this other clue is. Trying to find it. Getting more pets here. He always steals everybody's seats. Where is this other clue? I can't find it. But yeah, now we always make sure that we celebrate everybody's birthdays. You know, we'll make them something, and then we'll usually all pitch in together to get everybody a gift. I can't find this clue, man. Where is it? I'm not a good investigator. I'm the worst investigator. Yeah, I was playing a bard for this other one shot. Because there's a College of Whispers class, which is the we're not real bards. We're gonna pretend we're bards to infiltrate and con people type of class. So I was like, oh man, I can play a bard that actually sucks at being a bard and is just like an infiltrator essentially. And you can steal people's like shadows, like basically steal their identity after you kill them. And we were playing like an infiltrator type one shot. So there was like a party and we were supposed to go in and like sabotage all of the plans for some portion of a kingdom because we were like rebelling against it. I was like, this is perfect for that type of bard. I was like, I don't actually have to like sing or anything or be sing-songy about it. I was like, I can just pretend that I'm a bard. And they're like, all the other bard schools hate you, or the bard colleges or whatever. I was like, this is perfect. So that ended up being pretty funny. And then yeah, super spy. I was like, I could do that. I can't for the life of me find this other fucking clue. Where is it? A rat. It just says it's here, but I went everywhere. Click on this one. We got the artillery shell. We got the dude over there. Up top here, there's nothing. We went in the other ship. We clicked the cannoneer. Yeah, we got him. What? Where's the other clue? This mystery is gonna be unsolved. Couldn't figure it out. What about the other horde ship? We went down there in the room already. I didn't find anything. What the? Oh, found it. The log lays nearby. I don't see it. I think it's lying to me. I don't know. Since log lies near. I mean, this looks like it should be a book, but I can't click on it. Whatever. So yeah, we were supposed to fuck up everything at this big giant party that was being held. Everybody was there to like kiss ass to this big person in charge. And we had to go in and talk to people from all the different like little kingdom areas and try to get them to not make a deal with this lady that was in charge. To rebel against like the whole empire and everything. I'm not used to playing a charismatic person, so playing a bard who is just like a straight charisma. Like, I've got almost no combat spells. I pick like almost all my spells around like fucking with people's minds. You can make people be your friend. You can make them just do what you want. You can command people to do certain things. You can modify their memory. And then I got things like polymorph. So, but it was very interesting for me because I ended up playing a character that had orange hair and green eyes and was a thought bot. And I was dancing with some old guy, and his wife was cheating on him, and everybody knew that his wife had cheated on him. And his wife was like dancing with some other guy, because she was like a lot younger too. And I was like, "What's distracting you?" And then like, "Oh, just my wife, you know." And I was like, do you want me to help with that problem? Like, her cheating, basically, right in front of his face. He's like, yeah. And I was like, alright, I'll help you out. But when I turn around and I try to make... I have a spell that, like, just makes people do things. So I was like, just insult. I was trying to get the other guy to insult his wife so that the wife would go away. But that didn't work, so then... I said kiss instead for the wife, so like they just started full on making out in the ballroom in front of everybody. And it was just like so out of character for me because they were like, "Who is this new Stormer?" This new person that actually RPs in the game. And then I went to the guy that had been talking to the wife, and I was like, "Why don't we continue this outside?" And they're like, "Oh my god." But I had an ability that, like, if you talk to people alone for like a couple of minutes, you can make them afraid of whoever you want. I was trying to do that, but he passed the save, so it didn't work. Yeah, I was being a hoe bag in the game, and it was working out great. Turned into BG3 real quick. Very different from my normal character. It's just the bard, you know, when you play a bard, that's just what ends up happening apparently. I see why this is the trope for bards now. Oh, and then we did something else weird. We went... We were trying to assassinate one of the party's member's sisters, who was like the main captain. And we were called, like, our group was called like the Larks or something. Like our resistance group was the Larks, and there was somebody who had defected and was like working for that lady now. And he's like, "Actually, I need your sister dead though, so kill her." And she's like, "I don't want to," but she did want to kill her sister anyway. And as we are climbing up the balcony to try and like get her sister alone to kill her, he's like, "What are you trying to do? Because you're not very good at climbing this rope." Because I had no strength at all. I was a full charisma character, so I'm trying to like scale the wall with this rope or whatever. He's like, "Are you just gonna go up like that?" And I was like, you know, oh, I was playing a changeling too, so a changeling can turn into anybody. Like, I can just change the way I look whenever I want to turn into anyone. So I changed myself to look like the defector, but that doesn't change your clothing unless I have a spell that does change like my clothing too, that turns you, like, you have a disguise self or whatever, which changes your clothing too, like your other appearance. But I changed myself into the guy without changing my clothes, so I'm still in like a fancy dress as this guy, and then I'm like, actually, people might recognize the dress that I had been wearing. So I was like, as I'm climbing over the balcony to kill our party member's sister, I'm like, I throw all of my clothes off. So they're like, "What? What are you doing?" So I take off all my clothes and throw it over the balcony. I scale over, and then I'm like, "Alright, now we're gonna murder this person." And I was like, also, I just have my bra and like lacy underwear on now, and I'm like, this is my battle clothes as this guy. That's my outfit now. So that was fun. And then while we're fighting, I turned my teammate into a T-Rex, which was pretty cool. And then the enemy was so strong that it completely killed her in the form, at least. Completely killed the form in one turn. It was like 140 hit points or something. She didn't even get to attack as a T-Rex, which was just crazy. And then we killed her sister, and I took her soul. But then they were like, you didn't put the clothes on from the sister, so the guards come to the door, and they're like, what are you doing? Is everything okay? And they're like, I just look like the sister, which was a tabaxi. So a cat in a bra and underwear that answers the door. I always enjoyed speech charisma video game builds that allow you to just talk, no jutsu to do anything. Yeah. I answer the door and I'm just like, go away. They're like, roll. So I was like absolutely shit in combat. Bard is just so bad. It felt so bad for combat, and we were level 10. But anything that was social, I was just like, I want to do this thing, and he's like, yeah, you do the thing. Like, the rolls are just so high that it's almost impossible for me to fail. I'm talking my way out of something, but I'm not used to like actually doing talking or RPing like that. Usually there's other people in the group who are doing that type of thing. And I'm just killing the things instead. Yeah, it was really fun. It was a lot more silly, and it's very different from our normal D&D because it's not quite as RP heavy normally, and this one was mostly RP with that like one big battle basically, which was very difficult. Also, being level 10 was pretty difficult. I'm not used to playing a spellcaster, so trying to learn a spellcaster at level 10 as a bard was pretty tough. Where the hell is this thing at? Oh, she's in the gunship. Yeah, it was very interesting having like so many spells to just be like, yeah, I do this thing. I didn't get to use a lot of them because it was only 2 sessions, but being able to just straight up like modify somebody's memory is crazy. Or I can just like have somebody decide that everyone around them is an enemy, or tell people to leave. You have spells that are like friends that just make people want to tell you anything that they would just tell a friend normally.
I was born to fly. May the ancestors watch over you. I was born to fly.
I don't know what she said to me. Why am I doing alliance stuff?
Well met.
Oh, are you dying? The ship is filled with rats. Why are you bleeding? Did you get fucked up by a rat?
Go with
Why, you
honor.
alliance? Not sure who you're with, but you don't look like one of them. I slept through supper and woke up to a ship full of dead people and murderers. Oh, I mean, that's me. This is definitely a dead person murderer. That's what you're looking at. I am here. Moody points to a wound. Oh, not sure if you want to kill me or not, but I'll spare you the trouble. The wound in his stomach. His insides are not where they should be. Oh, look at his little hand going. I can keep steering the ship for a while longer. You don't die from a gut wound immediately. Just bring me some rope and some rum. No whiskey. Get a bottle of whiskey and a spool of rope. Maybe you shouldn't have died to a rat. Here's a rope. What are you gonna do with the rope? Oh, he didn't give me any loot. Bottle of whiskey. It's like loot for Cameron.
What can I do for you, or the Alliance?
Alright, he'll make it tied to the wheel. Oh, you're tying yourself to the wheel.
Be careful.
Thanks, this will give us a couple more hours. I'm not running into the rocks. No guarantees after that. I mean, I don't give a shit if your ship crashes. This is an Alliance ship. Doesn't mean anything to me. Slain crew member information. Wait, what? Back here. Man in agony and dying asked you for alcohol and a rope. Big mistake. He didn't use it to kill himself. He used it to tie himself to the thing. The steering wheel. I don't know why I explode fire out of me every time I cast something, but you know, whatever. I'm not complaining. Did they fix the sound effect finally? What the hell am I doing in here? I need information, but I don't know if it's in here or down there. Is it you? Or you? Here, shitheads. You have two shitheads. You have two heads. He did not have any information. Damn. That's it. They sit near the corpses of the fallen. Where? There's no dead people. I don't see any dead people. You a dead people? Nope. These are the saboteurs. Not up here. What are you guy? You're a dead person, okay. Huh? Twilight Stone? What the hell? You gonna tell me anything? Nope. Everyone started dropping like flies. Everyone who ate rations. Oh no, they poisoned the food. Got the cultists on board. Oop. I was very tempted to do purple instead of orange, but I feel like I kind of like the orange though.
I was born to fly.
Go below decks and take them out. Huh?
May the ancestors watch over you.
Take no prisoners.
I was born
So the
to
quest
fly.
is called Take No Prisoners, and then the other one's called On Second Thought, Take One Prisoner.
May the ancestors watch over you.
We gotta subdue the other one. You're like, oh no, wait, maybe one prisoner. That definitely sounds like my D&D group. We're like, alright, we're just gonna go in and kill everybody in here, and we're like, wait, maybe we can interrogate one person. Everybody else, you cut off their heads. Because we're always worried that after we kill people, that they're gonna use Speak with Dead to people that we kill. So it's always a habit now when we're doing anything in our campaign that kills somebody, that we now cut off everybody's heads. You know, totally sane, normal, good aligned behavior.
Okay, I give up. I'll tell you everything. Gotcha.
No. What you doing? Oh no, he's gonna eat me.
You can fly, pipsqueak.
Oop. Gonna eat.
Over here, you ugly whale!
Damn. Eat him. Drop him.
No. Let me go now. Wait, no. Don't let go.
Meet me back up top. This two-headed freak has a few questions to answer.
Let me go. Wait, please. Never mind. Don't do that.
I was born to fly.
Oh, I didn't kill everybody.
May the
Sorry.
ancestors watch
It
over
was a heavy one. He nearly broke my griffin's back.
I was born to fly.
Alright, we're gonna interrogate Ogre Face. Don't be shy. Stormbeak's only ever dropped a passenger a couple of times before. Very, comforting.
All right, sunshine. Time to spill your guts before I spill them for you.
This is how I'm normally playing my characters.
Can't do this. You people must have a code of honor or something.
I'm a daughter of the Wildhammer clan and a shaman of the Earthen Ring. My code compels me to honor my ancestors and the elements.
He's getting the chopper.
Doesn't say a damn thing about dog ugly ogres.
Stop it, you tiny angry woman. I'll tell you everything. What do you want to know?
The tiny angry
Start
woman.
by telling us where the world pillar fragment is. My griffin's starting to look a wee bit tired from hauling you around.
It was delivered to the Forge Master at Deathwing's Fall. I swear, that's all I know. Happy now? Pull me up, you vicious little dwarf.
Ah, you were never in any danger, sweetheart. My friends down below would have caught you. You're worth far too much to us alive.
Oh no. I would have dropped him.
What have you done? No! Do you have any idea what the Twilight Council will do to me when they find out I've taught? I would sooner die!
Interesting. I've never heard of the Twilight Council. Until
Okay,
now.
he killed himself. He's a little meat blob now. Fine red mist. Are you insured though? I mean, I assume the world, WoW has some sort of insurance covering different methods of transportation. Not with goblins in the game.
Watch over you. I was born to fly.
Questioning axe.
May the ancestors watch over you.
Now they gotta kill a couple more people down here. Or murder. Hmm. Alright, I think we killed them all.
I was born to fly.
And back down we go. We can find this dragon. I really thought he would be up. I don't see anybody here. He has a pretty quick respawn timer too. Oh, sure I would find him down here. Thing's not going off either. Yeah, I feel like he has to be pretty high up if he does fly around here. I think even the entrances for the dungeon are really high up too. I can't wait until I have faster flying. This slow flying is driving me nuts. Not only is it slow flying, it's not even like... Because in the retail version of the game, there's like slow flying, there's fast flying, and then dragon riding, and dragon riding is very fast. But you can't get dragon riding in this version of the game. You can only get fast flying, but it costs like 4,000 something gold to get.
I've been expecting you. May the eternal sun.
And I can't do anything with the auction house because there's nobody on this server. It's very hard to get money.
I have a deal for you.
This one? No. All I can do is vendor stuff until I have enough. I think I'm getting kind of close. I think it's around 4,000 depending on my reputation. I think I need to be like exalted with Orgrimmar to have it go down some. Not quite there. I have a tabard on. Hopefully that'll help me
Pleasure doing business
get
with
there.
ya.
The dark times will pass.
No. Over here.
Must not give
Okay,
up.
apparently there's no sleeping here. There's nowhere to get sleeping. Is there one somewhere in here in the horde side? Really weird that there's no rested. Oh, that's really dumb. No rested area.
Open your heart to the light.
Very hard to get money. Damn Blizzard should take it easy with the realism. Dead economy, dead server, no auction house. Playing by myself in an empty world. The true MMO experience. Playing with nobody. There's literally nobody. I'm the only person here. Okay, I'm gonna do my break real quick though. So I will be right back, guys. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, Fizo, sorry. If you're still here, the max level is 85 right now. And I think once the Pandaria actually releases, then it'll be 90. Heck joke, you will never guess what Elsa did to the balloon. She let it go. I've never seen that movie, and I hope that I never do, to be completely honest. The blood of Neltharion. Somehow. Hopefully we just murder them and we get the blood that way. Yep, there we go. Let's give him a good old murder. I didn't gain very much experience so far. What am I at now? Yeah, we've been level 84 for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, I'm making horrendous time. That would be better if I went to the other zone, if this stuff is lower level. But I really wanted to see if I could get that dragon. Not looking like it's gonna happen though. It's really weird because the server is very dead, but I think that there is like maybe a handful of people who have just left their characters here to farm some of these mounts because the mounts are never up. A lot of things, like a lot of just random rares, all of that stuff is always up, but anything that's actually super rare, like the mounts or the pets, they're not up. And I have seen one Alliance player, so like a max level one flying around. It's just that you were allowed to transfer off of the server for free, but only to like horrible servers that nobody wants to be on. And the server is locked, so they stopped letting you make characters on this server. This is Deathwing's fault. I think I want to go to Twilight Highlands actually, since I can't find Annex. I just wanted to see if he was here. Give it one more go around and then we'll go to Twilight Highlands instead. Horrible servers, Arc devs enter the chat. Well, the thing is, like, especially with the classic versions of the game, the server will... Some of them will die, like people will just stop playing on them. So they let you transfer. Eventually they open up free transfers, but because this is a PvP server, they were only letting you transfer to other PvP servers. But the issue is, unlike in the Season of Discovery version, where they enabled faction balance, so like you weren't allowed to make an alliance if there was too many alliances. You had to wait until a certain number of people made horde to keep it balanced. They didn't do that with this version, so my options of where I'm allowed to free transfer to is a server called Benediction, which is 99% alliance. But why the fuck would I move my horde character to a server that's 99% alliance? That just means that I walk around and I'm just killed. Every time I walk anywhere, I would just be dead all the time. So that was my option, or the non-English speaking server. Like it's not actually like designated that way, it just happens to be that's where all the people who don't speak English went. Obviously I'm not gonna go there. and then another dead server. So, yeah, we're not going there. I'll have to buy a transfer to an actual real server. Dualities. I did Vashir Water Zone and Mount Hyjal for Rare Hunter Spirit outfit. Yeah, the owl pet and Hyjal is really cool. I like that one. Even though I don't know if I want to still play a hunter. Yeah, but they're just cool anyway, even if I'm not playing, it's just neat to have those pets. What is it, Banthalos or something? I think it's Banthalos. Could be wrong, but I think that's... You can get Bronze Drake from the Wind Rider. Bronze Dragon, huge upgrade. You can teleport to Caverns of Time and City. Yeah, I just did, what was it? The Culling of Stratham or whatever, which I thought that was how you got the Bronze Drake. Was like the end of the Culling of Stratham, but maybe they changed that then. But I mean, I don't have fast flying. This is this is all the stuff I got because I stopped playing at the very beginning of Wrath, and I only played a tiny bit at the end of TBC. So well, I played the classic relaunch, and then I played at the very end of TBC just a bit. I didn't find the dragon, unfortunately. You have to do it fast and on heroic. Yeah, I don't think it was on heroic. Maybe that was the problem. Cause for it to be on heroic, I would have to be max level, right? 84.
Must not.
You hit level 85 yesterday? Nice. It feels like such a slog. I felt like a week ago when the summer festival was on and the Dark Moon Fair was on, I would do like a dungeon on my other characters that were like level 50 something, and a dungeon would give me like a whole level. And then I do a dungeon on this character and it gives me like a bar of experience, and I'm like, oh my god. It got so slow once I hit 80. I'll just log now. Get max level and get some nice gear from the auction house. I cannot because the server is dead and there is nothing on the auction house. It's dead. Like the server is actually dead. Not the, oh, there's 1,000 people. No, there's 0 people playing. Let's see, order mark? Let's see, who? There is 2 people. So, there's actually like nobody playing on this server. Because I'm on server is this actually? I don't know. I can't even quick log out because there's no thing here. But we now have MoP pre-patch, so you get good experience. It still just feels so slow. I think I spent like 12 hours in Vashir getting to level 84. Vashir took so long. I want to go to the Twilight Highlands. How do I do that? No, I don't want to go to Oldham. Not doing these. Well, yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you my auction house. I'm almost there. Yeah, I feel like I'm almost there, but I've been playing 2 hours and I got like like 6 bars of experience. Although I have been pretty distracted, so Vashir was fun. Vashir is a really interesting storyline. I don't remember it being as long as it was, so I was like, oh yeah, we're almost done. And it was like, oh god, we still have an entire like whole episode of stuff to do. Because I remembered it like ending after the Naga story. So like after you play as the Naga, I was like, oh yeah, I'm done after that, and then you're not even close to done after doing the Naga. Okay. This is everything that's on the auction house. This is the entire auction house for my server. There's nothing. It is a dead server. Yeah, I tried to find Poseidon. I checked for Poseidon, I checked for the Time Lost Proto-Drake, I checked for the Unborn Valkyr Pat, and I checked for that Stone Drake in Deep Home just now, but I couldn't find it. There's still just those handful of holdouts on this server that are still farming that stuff. Even on a dead server, I can't get it. Did 130 quests in Bastion in one day. I didn't do it in one day, but I did do that achievement, 130 quests, and that was only at the point that like you finished doing the Naga, I think, and then I still had to do way more after the Naga to finish the zone, because I finished the whole zone. Crazy! I don't remember it being that long. I can't believe how many characters I had done that on in the past, and I didn't remember it. I repressed the memory of doing it, apparently. How much gold do I need for fast flying? I was really hoping that I would get to Exalted. I think I would have to do some more dungeons. The Orgrimmar. Yeah, I still have quite a bit to go to get Exalted with Orgrimmar to make the price go down. Where's he? You can go to Thrall in the middle of Orgrimmar and teleport to Caverns of Time. Try to get the Bronze Drake. How would you get the Bronze Drake? I thought that was the Calling of Stratholme one. Did you spend 4,000 gold on fast flying yet? No, I just got 4,000 gold. Doing Vashtir for the first time was an experience. Was it your first time doing it, or you just mean in general? Yeah, it's 4250. I don't have that much gold yet.
Farewell.
I got what you need.
This one's a oh. Yeah, all this stuff I have to just vendor because I can't sell it anywhere. Takes up all my bag space.
Goblin products are built to blast.
Yeah, well, I'm not 85 yet. So I don't think I can get that one because I can't do heroic yet. First time doing the Catazone? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think for the first time you're doing it's probably super cool then. I did it so many times back in the day, and I think that Cataclysm was the most linear the game had ever been to like do a zone where like you just had to do like 10 hours of one line to get through the zone. It just definitely felt the most. You go on this path exactly as I want to that any expansion has ever been. But I mean, they were cool the first time you did them, but I don't even know how many times I've done those quest lines. I have so many fucking characters. Coming back from Warlocks are cool. Yeah, the Warlocks are super cool. I really like the incarnation of Warlock for this expansion. I'd never played it when MoP was actually out, but like when you run around and like fight stuff, you just have like purple horns and you're like all glowy and have shit like flying all around you and you get to turn into a demon. I'm like, why isn't Warlock like this in retail? I'm like, why did they get rid of this? 2 AoE stun. Yeah, we got our Howl of Terror and we got Shadow Fury. Oh, what is this? Something new I got? Okay, this is actually a new spell. I didn't know I had that. We also had a buff, which I didn't know. We had like a Dark Intent spell power increase and stamina increase spell, like a raid buff, which we do not have in the normal version of the game. No low level and open world PvP, sadly, because of server unbalance. Yeah, probably gonna transfer this character to Mankirk. I did like when there was balance for the PvP factions, because this was on a PvP server, but it seems like Grobulus is the only one that has some type of balance, but I keep seeing like back and forth things about it being dead, it not being dead, and I don't know, I'm just not gonna deal with it. Compared to WoW Classic leveling this year is a huge difference, yeah. It does feel like you're like getting through the zone and like getting something done.
Only the strongest may dwell in Orgrimmar. Live by these words.
Yeah, right now we have Garrosh instead of Thrall though.
Or death.
Yes, the World Breakers hide in a highland wilderness. Squatting behind the Alliance Kingdom in the east will crush them. We'll do so with the mightiest army ever assembled since our victories in Northrend. Test our new goblin allies with the assembly of a host of war machines. Horsemen in the field reveal that their workmanship is sometimes lacking. I'll not go to battle with faulty machines. Alright, we gotta beat some people up to improve morale. Beatings will continue until quality improves. Oh man, I'm so close to fast flying. Almost there. Oop. Next to Garrosh, there's an NPC that teleports you to Caverns of Time for a Stratholme Drake. I guess that's why I'm confused, because you say that, but then you told me I had to do it on Heroic to get it done, and I can't do Heroic yet. So do you have to do it on Heroic or you don't? Because I did do it before and it was not there when I didn't do it on Heroic. Like the one at the end of the dungeon. Fast filling in Bronze Drake, yeah. I think I have to wait. I don't think I can do it at 85. Because I can't do heroic dungeons yet. I can only do normal ones. Yeah, it says the Bronze Drake in WoW Classic is a 100% drop rate from Infinite Corruptor, a bonus boss within Culling of Stratholme on heroic difficulty. I can't do heroic yet. You can do it solo? Really? You can do heroic dungeons solo at the level? Get some nice gear via honor and justice points. Yeah, I definitely want to try and hit 8. That's why I want to hit 85 before it comes out so I can start getting some gear. Honor BGs or justice points. That's so weird that good gear comes from Battlegrounds to me. That's crazy. That would be like, people would be so mad in retail if you got gear from doing PvP. Like if they had to do PvP to get gear. They did that a little bit in Shadowlands and oh my god. PvEers were losing their mind. Gonna be hard for you since you just can't buy gear. Yeah, I cannot buy gear, unfortunately. Need higher item level. What server am I on? Hello, Jarrett. I am on Aranicus, the deadest dead server that I will eventually try to transfer off of when I can get tokens for it. You can get the best gear by doing heroic dungeons, so dungeons still matter a lot. Yeah, it doesn't matter at least that the server's dead because I can still do dungeons with other people. Like, this queues me with people from other servers anyway. There is free transfers, but the transfers are to shit servers that I'm not gonna play on, so. I'm not going to transfer my Horde character to 99% Alliance Benediction or the non-English speaking server. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. It only gives me a choice of 3 servers and they're all really bad servers. Faralina. Justice points good gear? Yeah, maybe I can just get some justice points from doing the dungeons. Alright, where does he want me to go to get to? No. Oh, I was supposed to beat up goblins, I forgot. I forgot we were going to beat up the goblins. Orgrimmar rear gate. Got sidetracked. Oh yeah, because they're like up there. I'm on Faralina and have run into more English speakers than Spanish or Portuguese. Yeah. I've played a lot with people on Faralina, like in my dungeons, and it is always not English when they're in my groups. Also, they roll need on everything, I've noticed. Yeah, it definitely has a reputation for not really being English speaking, especially on like the forums and stuff. But I don't want to play on Faralina. I think I'm gonna go to Mankirk. Can you go and check if there's an NPC to teleport you? When I come back here. I gotta do this quest up here, but I'm sure he'll have me come back to him. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I feel like kind of like the social contract of Classic is kind of broken, where like people normally you need on items that you actually need, and you greed on things that you don't actually need or can't equip. But I found that every time I'm playing with people, and it has been unfortunately the worst with people playing on Faralina. Druids roll on my gear all the time. They roll on cloth. They always roll need on cloth that I need. Which is kind of shit. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So, I didn't realize, sorry, there's somebody else speaking on YouTube. Sometimes I need for transmog. Yeah, I don't roll need on things that I don't need. So that's what I mean. Like that's kind of like the social contract of if you're in a group and you're like leveling and you need that item, and then somebody rolls on it for transmog, and you're like, all right, well, you know, I'll just have an item that's from 3 expansions ago. Still, that's cool. And I don't even think it works that way if it's not your armor type. So like I don't think that they can even get the transmog from it if they're not the right armor type.
GTL, friend. Gambling, tinkering, laundry. Careful out there.
So yeah, I would just say that the way the people behave are very different. I don't really like it very much. It definitely doesn't make me very happy.
Strength. What do you need?
Oh, these are...
For the whole.
No loitering.
Is this one
Whatever
low
that
level?
means. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Security, enforcement, extortion. We do it all.
Correct, you don't get the X-Mog? Yeah. Oh. It is definitely a little bit annoying for me to be doing dungeons and then people that are not cloth wearers roll need on cloth. That definitely pisses me off. So I found like I try to be like a good person and just roll greed on the things, but if I see people just rolling need on stuff, I'm like, I'm just rolling need on every item that drops for the rest of the dungeon. What else do I gotta do here? Oh, I gotta discipline the chief engineer. Oh, we're gonna beat up the engineer? We just kick him. We just fucking Spartan kick him against the wall. We gotta give him a good morale improvement. Wait, how many times do I have to kick him? It says I have to discipline him. Is it broken or something? Oh my god, there's another person here. Holy shit. If you don't want to do 1 of 3 catazones, Hydro Vasher or Deepholm, you can always do dungeons. Well, I'm trying to go to Twilight Highlands, but it makes me do this goblin stuff first. So check out on YouTube how to get Bronze Dragon. Questword is also enjoyable. Yeah, I have to do it at 85. I found that most people are nice and considerate. I wish I found the same people that you find, because I found none of them to be kind or considerate. And everybody is an asshole in all of my groups that I join. And everybody rolled need on literally everything. You want I have to discipline a different engineer? What about this engineer? Let's kick your ass. Ready for inspection. Okay. Is there another one? Good whipping, yeah. You see, you're not alone on the server. Yeah, there's one whole other person on the server. That's insane. To discipline them all. For the whole zone. That zone got changed the most out of all zones in Cat. Yeah, it got completely changed because they made it into the shape of a horde symbol. If you look at it, it's the horde symbol. So, but this is where the goblins come up. Before it was nothing like that. Ready for inspection. Be gentle. Oh, now you see what you've done? Now it's time for a beating. Okay. A little beat and it will be fine. You just walk around and beat the shit out of people. They couldn't do their work right. Amazing. Alright, yeah, we'll see if that portal is there now. This quest is just to get into Arathi. I was so happy I managed to tame the spirit owl. Well, I'm happy you got your owl. That's a very cool pet. I finally got it on somebody, but it was on my EU account instead of my NA account, so... Gone forever. I don't know why I started, when I made my EU account, I started just looking for all the rare tames on my hunter. I didn't even really play hunter, but I just went around getting new tames. And then I couldn't deal with the fact that I had nothing on my EU account. I'm too much of a collectionist type person to not have anything on my account. Oh my god, okay, it's the same guy. Miley. Miley. One whole person. Yeah, taming is fun. Alright, there is no portal in here.
Our enemies will fall.
Yes. Our enemies will fall. Anaria Shola.
Yeah, nope.
Yes.
Hunter's fun to level up, yeah. It's just fun getting the pets on them. Yeah, nobody has a portal. There definitely was a portal at some point, but it looks like it's not here now. Alright, he laughs. Instilled a little discipline in them, did you? Yeah, we kicked their asses. They'll do better next time. Or I'll kick their ass again. Everyone pulls their weight in my horde. From the smallest peon to the proudest warrior, I tolerate nothing less. Preparations for the invasion are almost complete.
Only the strongest may dwell in Orgrimmar.
Okay, I see you haven't spoken to my advisor. He's been at my side since our campaign in Northern. To assault the Twilight Highlands, we're going to need a map of the shoreline. Ask Sarnak with digging up this info. See if he can use it.
Hellscream's eyes are upon you.
Warlock. Young. Alright, Dragonmount Orc resides here in Orgrimmar. There's Rezagor. Insider knowledge is precious. He's washed up at a bar in the Valley of Honor. Okay, let's go find the junkie. The junkie people. You sure they didn't ask you to beat up the engineers to stop them from forming a union? There's no union in Garrosh's horde. The horde is already the union, and you do work for them for free or you get the shit kicked out of you. And that's it. It's really funny because I had never played the panda starter area until recently, because if you played through the starter area for the pandas, it gave you a mount in the retail version of the game. So I finally played through it, and there's two pandas, and one joins the alliance and then the other one joins the horde. So when I had the horde panda come through with me, he talks to Garrosh and he's like, "Your family and friends, they're the enemy. You will kill them." And he's like, okay. He's like, "I think he made the wrong choice." Like, your friends, once they put on that alliance tabard, they became the enemy. They are dead to you. And poor Panda's just like, I was just gonna help people. What did I sign up for here? Alright, Mr. Orky. Alright, you're all talking cheap liquor. I mean, that's your fault.
Be safe.
Oh, somebody's trying to murder me. He ran away? Okay, where'd he go? Die like vermin. I like that line. You fight without honor and die like vermin. Very nice. Okay, now give me a map. Other people to murder. I thought for sure that I would hit 85. And it's just... It is real slow going. I can't wait to have fast flying. Maybe I can do a dungeon? I feel like dungeons give me like 1 bar of experience. At least I have like some rested now too, and this is with rested. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna garrosh again. Oh, everybody disappeared? They're back.
What do you need? For the Horde.
Uninterested in the map. Twilight Assassins followed you to the bar. Yeah, it was a bad time for them. War Chief won't be happy about this. I don't think the War Chief is happy about anything.
Strength.
He's just an angry boy. He's always angry. All day long. Wakes up angry, goes to bed angry. That's it.
Live by these words.
Alright, we have a map of the Highland approach. Plan is clear. We'll show ourselves in force. The Dragonmaw orcs, on seeing the might of our combined forces on their shore, will have no choice but to ally with us. Okay. Warlock, you have a knack for greasing the wheels of my war machine. Yes, I'm very good at beating up your peons. Seek out Warlord Krog. Find out what's taking so long. Alright, I'll beat his ass too. We'll get this ship going. Oh my god, he's all the way up there? What the? It's gonna take me 10 hours to fly there. What about the Wind Rider? I don't feel like the Wind Rider is much faster, to be honest.
What can I help?
Can I fly there? Nope.
Go.
I've never been there. Yeah, I guess like at the very least I'm happy that even though I'm stuck on this server that I can do Dungeon Finder with other people. Gotta remember to keep this spell on me. I'm really not used to warlocks actually having a buff to keep up on people. I never remember to use it for myself. I also don't know what this is. Dark Soul Knowledge. Your soul is infused with demonic knowledge, increasing the effects of Master Demonologist 30%. What does that mean? Here? Master Demonologist. Increases the damage done by your demon servants by 10%. Increases the damage you deal in caster form. 10% increases the damage you deal while in metamorphosis by 31%. Ooh. Okay, so it just makes my mastery better, which just means I have increased damage for myself and my pet no matter what form I'm in. Seems pretty good. Oh, I love this pet. The mount. Also crazy, a lot of the dungeons ended up being like 3 brewmaster monks and a mistweaver, which is, you know, is something. Stuff dies so fast I don't even hit it. Like, they just kill everything immediately. 'Cause I don't have like heirloom gear and everybody else has like heirloom stuff too. Get up there, just you wait, I'll hit something. was giant octopus, fiend of the dark below. This is a pretty cool dungeon though. That shit was pretty neat. All these people think they're fancy with their fancy mounts. I'm so sad on retail I never got the Amani Warbear. I saw it drop so many times and I never won the roll for it. I was only ever able to get the recolor. So I think they re-released maybe Zul'Aman at some point, and then you were able to do it again, but it was like a pink version of it. I have that one, but I don't have this one. I think this one was from Spring. Something for Kata. I didn't know you could mount in here, actually. I had no idea you could mount here. It was like in the dungeon. Everybody with their little mounts, and I just have my little shit blue Wind Rider. Yeah, not having it is unbearable. Unbearable. Oh my god. I see what you did there, and I don't approve. Disapproval. Stamping it. At the very least, the normal, like, Warlock mount looks really cool. Which is something. I love the Naga. They're so cool. I don't know why they didn't give us them as an actual race to play. It's dumb. We should have been them. Some of my favorite races for the game were the Naga and then the Sand Lane. Which I think they'll never give us Sand Lane because they gave us that as a hero spec for DKs. Well, that's done. It's definitely one of the fastest runs I've done for here. I've never seen them just pull everything. Fine for me. Title, rating my favorite race. Sounded like my German teacher now. We killed her so fast that she just went through the same exact phase again as soon as we killed the first set of ads. Alright. The quickest. I love the sound this thing makes. It's like, a lot of the quests in Kata were really funny, and the dungeons were too. Like funny words. There was one where there's like a little mind flayer octopus thing, and you kill it and you bring it back, and they're like, okay, this is definitely dead, so why don't you try sticking it on your head? And it was definitely not dead, and it like mind controls you and zaps everybody while they all scream the entire time. So it's just like a cutscene of you being like mind controlled with the octopus head on you. Like zapping everybody with lots of screaming. And then the quest ends, and they're like, okay, so maybe it wasn't really dead. It's giving me a bunch of Orgrimmar rep, which I think makes my mount cost less money. I have a clip of it. Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Ooh. Save me. I got a clip of it. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I forgot to put it up. I was gonna put it up yesterday. But I'll show it to you on YouTube when I remember to put it up. It's pretty funny. WoW does have some funny class. Alright, I think I'm stuck in the ceiling. No? Okay. I haven't had anybody go to this side yet. Everybody always skips this boss, so that's a first. Oh, almost didn't make it in. Runs too fast for me. Also, I love that warlocks have demonic leap. Like, that's so cool. They're so much faster in this version of the game than they are in retail. They're so slow in retail. Like, I think the burning rush goes way faster too.
Forgive me. I have grown too weak to be of any assistance.
And having this leap is... Okay, well, I'm glad we went to this side because I had a quest that I wouldn't have been able to do.
I shall take my leave once my strength has returned.
Okay. I feel like... Is this guy like running his friends through or something? Too close. I hate that I can't inspect people unless I'm actually close to them. Yeah, like he's super geared. I have no idea why he's in here. Maybe he's just running a friend through. Run is ultra fast.
Assistance.
I don't remember what I was at, but I feel like I have not gained very much experience in here.
As I purify these waters, the servants of filth will surely be stirred. Beware.
Alright, Mr. Waterman. Go on, is doing a thing. It reminds me of the Captain Planet thing going on there. Fire powers combined. It's an old show. Probably nobody even knows what that show is.
Patience, guests. The waters are nearly cleansed.
There they are.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Yeah, look at the little horns you get. I want purple horns all the time in retail too. I got like glowy hands and glowy feet.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
Also, we have an instant cast ability, which is really cool, that actually does damage, so I can tag things properly. Yeah, I think I probably like this version better of demo than the retail one.
The beast has returned. It must not pollute my waters.
That's still recharging.
Their filthiness stains me.
He says such weird things. I don't know what it is about the way he talks. It's just funny. Their filthiness stains me.
My waters are cleansed. Drink in their power.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Behold the power of pure water.
That's still
That's silly.
that spell isn't ready yet.
And then it runs away. It's great. That's nope, that's agility. I rolled need and I rolled a 1. That is that's one way to win. Just roll a 1, you know? I'm glad nobody else needed that. I don't think I would have won. Alright, what am I still like really missing? Need a new trinket. Pants. Helmet. Embrace. And a weapon. So like half of the things I still really need. Book of Virgo. Ooh. It's a good thing that Burning Rush just turns off or I would have just died. I think it put me at 1 health there. I wasn't even paying attention.
Speak, friend.
Oh, we got robes. Look at that. Exactly what I need.
Go forth to victory.
Okay then. Yeah, I feel like that gave me like maybe 1 or 2 bars of experience, or like 1.5. Not very much. And that was a really fast run because there was a like fully geared out DK running us through for whatever reason. I don't really know, but and he happened to do the extra boss that you don't have to do and nobody ever does it, but he did it anyway. So I was able to hand in a quest from that too, and it still gave me like nothing. It doesn't really feel worth run dungeons to like try to level. It doesn't really seem much faster. Especially if you have an epic flying mount, which I do not, but I feel like questing is probably equally as fast. And you also get like your herbalism or whatever. You can do your battle pets. You can tame your other pets if you're a hunter. Actually get gold and rewards and things from it. The only good thing about doing the dungeon though, versus that, is that you, if you're wearing a tabard, you get a bunch of rep when doing the dungeon. So. Oh, let me get this light pad.
Loktar.
Yeah, I have to wait though. It's fun and you want good flying mount. Need to wear a guild tabard? I'm not in a guild and there's no guilds. Remember, I'm in a dead server. I can't make a guild either.
How you doing?
You can get a cape that teleports you to Orgrimmar. If only there was a guild to join here.
Keep it real.
And there's nobody like sign a charter to make my own. Have you ever worked with goblins before? Everywhere is another hidden cost. Our ships lie half assembled and the air fleet is scattered to the winds. Alright, well I'll have to go around and kick everyone's ass then. It was a bad idea to muster the troops in this festering goblin metropolis. Every vice that coin can buy is within arm's reach. Our mighty veterans are running rampant, blowing years of Northrend back pay in a citywide debacle. You make a sweep through the city and gather up stragglers that have gone AWOL. My Axebite warriors are unmatched on the battlefield, but I won't have them disgrace their uniforms while on shore leave.
Your blades never dull.
Can handle themselves. Hellscream expects an armada of ships for his invasion, but the docks here are weeks behind schedule. Costs are rampant and quality is poor. Corruption is the problem. I need you to root it out. Bowbreaker, warship berthed at the Northwest Pier, should have been outfitted days ago. Something reeks. Go there and oversee construction yourself. Find out who's disrupting our naval preparations and deal with them. Yeah. Gave Hellscream my personal guarantee that I'd have his air fleet ready this week, but our flagship, the Spear of Duratar, still doesn't have its primary engines installed. Fleet promised me a dangerously shiny new engine last week.
You ever need
We'll go
aid?
get it.
You know
Alright. I have to kick people's butts.
Yo.
Got any leads on some lucrative contracts? I'll cut you in on 0.1%. Very, very kind of you.
Out there.
Their asses. Oh, some of them want to fight back. That's right.
What's shaking? Glad I could help.
No fun allowed. Only work. Yeah, where's the other people to beat up? A lot of foremans, but I'm not seeing a lot of orcs to beat up.
Go, go!
Hmm.
On your way.
Honored with Bilgewater. I don't really care about that. I need to be exalted with Orgrimmar. It was the captain who insisted his new engine use an induction semiflange. Those things hadn't even been invented yet. I mean, that's certainly one way to do business. You're like, I need you to build this thing and use this other thing that hasn't been invented yet. Please make it happen. Oh, I got disconnected randomly. Weird. Login servers are full. Excuse me? Okay. Making the big money now? Yeah, I mean, I was making too much. Kicked me out of the game. What's going on? We will be performing maintenance on Tuesday. Okay. There are no servers. Did the servers go down? I don't know what happened. Anyway. It says they're online. I don't know why it says there's no servers available. Joins empty server, gets kicked out and told it's full. I don't know what's going on. It says there's no servers. But the Realm Status website says that they are online. Aranicus? Nope. Aranicus has nothing next to it. Status nothing. But I should still be able to look at the other servers. Sky Fury is off. What is going on? Is anybody else playing right now that is able to get on or is not able to get on? Maybe if I a different list? What's happening? Game exploded. Look, it's really hard to run like a 15-year-old game, you know, like keeping the server stable. It's such a top of the line, really intense, super multiplayer, you know, you got like so many people playing at the same time. It's just so tough to keep the servers up under this very hard, dire circumstances. Oh. Bagua, I can't get on. I came here just to see if it was just me. Yeah, I was trying to see if anybody else was having the same problem. It looks like maybe they're starting to come up. They definitely went down though, because there's only a couple of servers up right now. But thank you for the follow, Bagua. There's no like news or anything about the servers going down right now. The only maintenance that they say that is scheduled right now is for Tuesday. Also, it's annoying because they have a status page that you can go on. It's this one. Right, and that's not accurate right now. So, normally that tells you if the servers are up or not, but apparently it's too difficult to keep the servers up, and it's too difficult to update a web page for some reason. Equally difficult things to do. Are these even the normal servers? Okay, so a couple of servers came back up, but my server did not come back up. And I guess it's still offline. Mancrick is here. You have selected a full server. Man, they are struggle busting like really bad, huh? Even if you try to log into the realm, it's still not really doing anything. I wonder if they have any news on it. I don't know. Do they have a Twitter account for WoW Classic? They have a like customer service. For the Americas, they have Blizzard CS the Americas, but I don't know if they put news on here about Classic. Sometimes they'll put stuff up if like retail is down or something, but I don't see anything recent. There's no replies or recent news. Let's go to the forums. I'm sure the forums are perfectly normal right now. Tyrannicus? Hold, adventure, I've never seen this before. Hold, adventure, you're attempting to join a PvP player versus player realm. You will face a constant threat from players of the opposing faction. Yeah, I don't think so, since the server is dead. If you're not comfortable with a high level of conflict, we recommend you choose the normal non-PvP realm. Game masters do not intervene in PvP conflicts. It's not possible to transfer your characters from a PvP realm to a normal realm. Oh wait! Does that mean I can't go to Mancrick? I definitely didn't have that warning before. I might have to go to one of those other realms. I really wanted to play on Mancrick, but yeah, it doesn't give you that warning when I made the character during Classic. That's for sure. That's gonna suck. They're open now? Sorry to just be here because things broke, but Europe is down too? Oh, Europe's down too! Wow, that's crazy. They're open now. Warning message, are you a crybaby? Well, I think the important thing is more that, you can't transfer to a normal server, which kind of ruins, like, because I was playing the Warlock, because I wanted to play on Mancrack, and I was just going to transfer it over there, but apparently I can't do that, which, really sucks. Because everybody from my other guilds are playing on Mancrack. And if I can't move my character there, then that's not great. Also, I can't even look at my character right now, so... Because I have Alliance characters on Benediction that are kind of high level. I wanted to play my Horde Warlock. I'll have to check that. Latest. Anyone else getting no server available? Yeah, everybody. Because the servers are down. The forums are always like crazy. Let's see. Window cap. Totally normal responses. This is not MoP. Your catch-up dungeons are toxic AF. People are always very, very angry in the forums. But yeah, it looks like everybody else also does not have servers available right now. They forgot to feed the hamster again. I'm really surprised that it's like NA and EU at the same time though. I have world server unavailable no matter what realm I pick. They stop the PvE to PvP transfers. To stop folks boosting to max level PvE easy mode and transferring to PvP. But why would you be able to not go from a PvP to a PvE realm then? Because it would be the opposite. It would be like really hard to do stuff in PvP and then go to a PvE server afterwards. Because this says I can't transfer a PvP character to a PvE realm, not the other way around. But yeah, that would definitely kind of ruin all of my plans because I really wanted to play this lock with my guild members on Mancrack. Okay, looks like maybe it's up. Let's see. I think we're good. Maybe we'll see if it lets us in. Same word salad, I guess, but it doesn't make much sense to me. Yeah. Well, also, like, they added that note in there, but when I made the characters, it was in the classic version, and there was definitely not, like, a note like that that said that thing, so... Alright, the server should be up and good to go now for you guys. At least they're up for me on NA. Hamsters have been fed. They got the whips back in action. Just 10 hours of free time? What will she do? But for one payment of $99.99, you can boost your character to play with your friends. Yeah. Well, I don't want to boost the character because it's a shit title, but it's the only character I have a title on. I have Scout because I played a bit during the classic. I got taken back, no sleep to get tonight. Alright, well, I think though, for me for tonight, I'm gonna end it off there. We got halfway to 85, which is pretty decent for me, but I definitely need to figure out if I can actually go to Mancrack, because I can't play with anybody on the lock. That kind of sucks. Any of my friends. See if it might be the shaman instead. I have shaman. Yeah, thanks so much for coming to hang out tonight, guys. My adventures with all my D&D tales. My pet battles. Hopefully the server stays up for you guys so you can continue to play. We'll keep the hamsters fed tonight. But yeah,